I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amaras. This is Amaras Logic. Got a new video for you today. Green Bay Packers trades, rumors, and news. Before we get into it, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. Y'all know we here to talk about what happened between our Green Bay Packers and Tennessee Titans. I told y'all we was straight. We didn't have to rush Love back. Didn't I tell y'all Malik Willis was straight? Didn't I tell y'all we have a solid backup quarterback now? I don't want to hear nothing. We are straight. Malik Willis used his legs when he needed to. He threw accurately. He played a great game. Also, shout out to Jair Alexander. I see you heard the noise. He got the pick six. We got to salute him. Defense, 8 sacks. What? Shout out to the Packers today. This was a dominant performance with our backup. We played great football. And this is a good defense that we went against. And we played, I thought, outstanding football. Packers Nation, friends and family, my bad. What it do? Hyped and charged at what I saw. Isn't it beautiful to see having an actual defense, an actual scheme, getting pressure on the quarterback? Like, oh, we should have fired Joe Barry years ago, y'all. We should have fired Joe Barry years ago. I mean, this is probably one of our best defenses the way it looks right now that we probably had in 7 years maybe, if not longer. Shout out to the Packers. And also, I'm going to continue to say this. Matt LaFleur has to be a top 5 coach in the NFL. He has to be top 5. The way he schemes, his coaching ability is high. Very high. I want to say elite, but I don't want to be a homer and be biased. But I don't. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Is Matt LaFleur an elite coach already? Even without a ring, is he considered elite? I feel like he's elite just for what he's doing with such a young squad. I'm just very proud of these guys. Very proud of the way we played. And we came out the gates fast. That's what was key in this game. We came out the gates fast and we scored in the red zone. We scored touchdowns. We weren't settling for field goals. 17 points in the first quarter. You can't be mad at that. Also, explosive plays. We had 3 receivers that had catches of 30 plus yards downfield. Shout out to Malik Willis. Shout out to the schemes. Hey, the Packers are serious. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Packers are serious. This is a very good team, y'all. This is a very good team. I'm telling y'all. I think they're better than I anticipated a little bit. I think the Packers are a little better than anticipated. I'm really hyped about what I'm seeing right now. This is a balanced team. We have good offense and good defense. That's gonna make a good team. Now, one of those can be great. That's when you can start talking Super Bowl. That's what we're waiting to see. We know we have a good offense and we have a good defense, but can one of those be great? Because you need one of those to be great in order to win a championship, in my opinion. You need to have a great defense or a great offense. One of the two, but one of those need to be great and the other needs to be good. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Packers 2-0 though. Hey, we in this thing. Damn, we was balling today. Oh, and what I tell y'all about Wilson? What did I tell y'all about Wilson? What did I tell you? I was like, Wilson is straight. I was like, I don't ever want to see a player get hurt. But I told y'all, if Wilson start getting some getting some tick and get some carries, he gonna do work. Did I not say that? Friends and family, did I not say that? Weeks ago, I was standing on Emmanuel Wilson. He paid dividends today. Played excellent football today. Played excellent. And I think collectively, we ran the ball well, though they did bottle up Josh Jacobs. I feel a lot of that was scheme. He was running right into like the coverage. Like it was weird. But nonetheless, we still were able to get 188 yards rushing. So that's dope. I'm just very proud of these guys. I don't want to complain too much, but we got to talk about it, y'all. It's still a problem. Penalties. 10 penalties today. 85 yards. That's still a problem. We got the 3 turnovers on defense. That's dope. 8 sacks. That's dope. I don't want to be a stickler, but penalties can cost you. And this has become a pattern for the Packers this year is to commit a lot of penalties. It didn't hurt us today. We were able to overcome and win, but we got to cut down on the penalties, y'all. We got to cut down. Like, I don't like that. That shows you're not disciplined, all these penalties. Well, as explosive as this team is, the penalties we got to tighten up on that, y'all. Again, I'm not trying to go in on them, but hey, that's something that can cost you down the line. It can cost you games getting penalties. They gotta clean that up. 10 is crazy. 10 another time. I mean, that's really my biggest gripe with the Packers is the penalties, the bonehead plays. They gotta clean that up. You want to be a championship team, you can't be having 10 and 12 penalties in a game. That's insane. That's insane. Like that's really my only gripe. Yes, they scored 14 points. DeAndre Hopkins is a Hall of Famer. That was an excellent move he made near the end zone and spun off and got in. Excellent move. Other pass was good. But besides, I mean, you're not gonna shut out everybody. So nonetheless, 30-14, beautiful football from the Packers. Hey, Packer Nation, do y'all got any complaints outside of the penalties? I don't really have too much to complain about besides the penalties. And just that Josh Jacobs didn't really have a good game. Receivers played well. Christian Watson made some explosive play. It's always somebody different. It's Russian roulette with the Packers. That's what makes us cold on offense. You never know which receiver is going to be the dude that day. You never know. That's why we should. That's why I really think we can win it all. You can't scheme for the Packers. You can't. You can't say, "Oh, we're gonna take away so and so." We'll be like, "So we'll just use this dude." It don't matter. Everybody is a weapon. That's what's cold about the Packers offense. Everybody is a weapon. You know at any time you can be the dude. And I think that's why they all go so hard. Because you never know when it's gonna be your time and you gotta be ready. And they always ready. I'm with that. Think about that. They all them players on offense gotta be ready because it could be your day. And you know it because you done had one already before. And you know how it go. It'll be a round robin. You just waiting for your turn and you ready. You cook it. And look, Christian Watson didn't really do too much in the first two games. Boom. Two big plays today with the backup. Can we please give Malik Willis his flowers for playing beautiful football? Can we give Malik Willis his flowers? He's holding it down. And I told y'all if there was a point in the season that injury would be sustainable, would be at the beginning of the year. And I said it would be this stretch right now, right? That's why I'm saying we don't need to rush Jordan Love back. Let him become healthy. I don't want him slightly hobbled and trying to get back in the lineup to show toughness. No, we good, bro. Get 100% healthy. Malik got this against the competition we got. In my opinion, I think Malik Willis, his confidence is growing daily. You know what I'm saying? I think every game he getting more confident. Man, shout out to the Packers. Let me get to this comment section, then we're going to go over the stats, and then I'll send the link so y'all can join the live. Salute to both Packers Nation here, friends and family. Mr. Cool in the chat. Shout out to Mr. Cool. Said Matt LaFleur is the most underrated coach in the NFL. I don't know if he's underrated. I think we got to decide what level he is. He an elite coach? That's a real question. Is he elite now? Shout out to you, Brandon. See, he was at a birthday party. Okay, bro. Salute. Salute to Brandon. Durante was good. The Packers defense today, Lord, hey, they were suffocating defense today. We haven't. When is the last time we seen our defense play like this? Just a suffocating defense. I saw a meme Amtrak sent me. They was like, if this was Joe Barry, Will Levis would have threw for 300 yards, and that's a fact. If Joe Barry's still our DC, hey, Will Levis would have had a career game against. Oh, he would have had a career game. Damn you, Joe Barry. I hope you get heartburn. There we go. Hey, Durante says salute to Malik Willis. Absolutely. He's been playing well. Lights out, in my opinion. For a backup that we just picked up. Malik Willis, hey, he get nothing but respect for me. And you know what, y'all? He's not turning the ball over. Can we give him some love for that? That's what's most important. He's playing within the game plan. He's not forcing it, and he's not turning the ball over. Shout out to Malik Willis. What up, Jeanette? The media was running down Malik nonstop the moment Jordan Love got hurt. Malik Willis, 2-0. Facts. Facts. But I was telling y'all, I told y'all Malik was straight. If there's anything that the Packers can do, what did I say? Is groom a quarterback. Is to make a quarterback good. That's what the Packers do. They've been doing it for 35 years. If you have any type of talent as a quarterback, we'll bring the best out of you. Period. We have a laundry list of quarterbacks I could go through. Just a laundry. Aaron Brooks, Tim Hasselback, and all these dudes. Mark Brunell. It's a laundry list of starting quarterbacks that have come from the Packers. Malik Willis is looking just like another one of those type of players, and that's great as our backup. And like I said, his confidence is growing every game. He played well today. 13 of 19, six carries, 73 yards and a touch. What else could we want from Malik Willis right now? Playing excellent. That's why I'm saying we don't need to rush Jordan Love back, in my opinion. Let that man be 100%. Robert Brooks, what's good, famo? Matt LaFleur said should already be considered coach of the year with the magnificent work with Willis alone. That's valid. Hey, that's valid. Matt LaFleur, like I said, I think he's an elite coach. I just need to know what y'all think. If you watch the X's and O's and how he's scheming, getting players open, and what he's doing, it's elite, in my opinion. I consider Matt LaFleur an elite coach. My man Dark Kent in the building. What up, Dark Kent? Shout out to the pack today. Absolutely. Jeanette said Matt LaFleur is a smart coach who has the respect of his team. Great point. You know what? You know what else I could piggyback off of that, Jeanette, and say, look, I'm gonna say that they bought into his system. That's even more important. I think the players have bought into Matt LaFleur's system. Period. They're all in. You can see it. They get it. They understand it. They're all in. Shout out to Matt LaFleur. Once you get the players to buy in your system, you become pretty unstoppable, as you can see the Packers are for the most part. Brandon says, shout out to the Packers. Yes, sir. The Bleacher Report boss in the building. What it do? You was right about Wilson. Hey, sometimes, hey, so I'm not the messenger everybody wants, like I like to say, but I'm the messenger y'all need. I could see it. I could see something in him in preseason. He got game. No disrespect, but hey, AJ Dillon, bro, you should just go ahead and retire up there at Door County, famo. Mr. Cool said the NFL is calling more penalties this year. Not all teams are getting as many penalties as the Packers, though, Mr. Cool. We not gonna give him no pass on that. I can't do that, Mr. Cool. You the homie, but I can't get him no pass on the penalties. I can't. Dark Kent said guys are young. They're gonna be overzealous. Give them time to cultivate that discipline. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. And it's early in the season. I'll wait till week 8 to determine. So we're gonna give him till week 8. That's pretty much halfway mark. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Jeanette said, "Do you think Tennessee regrets trading Malik to us? He looks so much better than Levis." But yeah, if you're thinking Levis is going to be your future quarterback, you can't have another young quarterback behind him when he's not established yet. It could throw off his confidence. Where Jordan Love is already established, he already signed his big contract. He knows he's the starter. He's not. There's not going to be any mental games, and Malik Willis knows his role. You know what I mean? So the hierarchy is already established in Green Bay, where the hierarchy was established, but it didn't it wasn't, you know what I'm saying, established as far as knowing who is who. Because Malik Willis to me is as good or better than Will Levis. And Will Levis knows that. So then he would feel pressure if they're trying to make him the guy. So you got to get rid of the pressure. You know what I'm saying? And Will Levis is still weak. Malik Vick is hilarious. uh Pronte said great backup play, great game plan. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Hey, Pronte. Hey, Matt LaFleur coaching, bro, is tier one, bro. Tier one. Oliver Story was good. Let me hit that like button. Facts. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Appreciate y'all. 8 sacks is very impressive. The defense was suffocating today. Suffocating. Mr. Cool said Caleb Williams overrated. Big game next week against the Vikings. Hey, you know what? This is gonna sound crazy. This Vikings game is the biggest game of our season so far. In the division, they undefeated. They've been running through people. They done beat the 49ers. This gonna really let us know where we at against the Vikings. That sounds crazy if you'd have told me that in the summer, but that's where we at right now. This is a barometer test against the Vikings. It's definitely a barometer test. Oliver Story said Packers coaches not letting the players push him around. Bucks learn from the Packers. Yeah. Hey, he's got control of that ship. For sure got control of that ship. Darkhead said Coach LaFleur wouldn't be able to implement his game plan with Rodgers still on the team. That's what it looks like. I know this is going to sound crazy, y'all, and I'm one of the biggest Aaron Rodgers supporters. Was Aaron Rodgers holding this team and this coach back? To at least the last couple years? What y'all think? Robert Brooks said, I think LaFleur has been wanting a dual quarterback like Willis for a while. He couldn't wait to dust off that dual quarterback like off the shelf. Facts. Facts. He was like, hey, but the design, that's what I'm saying. The play design is wild. Like, he's futuristic, bro. Like, it. Shout out to LaFleur. I don't want to sound like I'm glazing. Let me chill out. I know how people be on the internet. But shout out to LaFleur. You doing your thing. Dark Hand said, I'm not sleeping on the Lions. I'm not sleeping on the Vikings. And that's really it. I agree, Pronte. I think he's an elite coach. I think he's an elite coach. Facts. Let me show these numbers real quick, y'all. Let's get to these numbers, and I'm going to put the link in the chat. Packers win in dominant fashion in Tennessee, 30-14, where they put 17 points in the first quarter on these fools. That happened with a pick. The last of the 17 points was a pick six by Jair Alexander, redeeming himself. Hey, shout out to the Packers. Malik Willis with a very good, solid performance. 13-19, 202 yards, 10 yards per pass is impressive. One touchdown, quarterback rating 120. Malik Willis, 6 carries, 73 yards with that electrifying touchdown. Emmanuel Wilson, 12 carries, 50 yards, 4.2 yards a carry. Josh Jacobs had a slow game today, 14 carries, 43 yards. Jalen Reed, I love when he gets the ball in the backfield as well. I just like Jalen Reed getting the ball backfield. Like I said, he should be our Deebo Samuel. 2 carries, 19 yards. But this is what I like. 37 carries, 188, 5.1, and a touch. That's impressive for the running game. That's impressive. And we stuck with it. 37 carries, taking the ball out of Malik's hand, and also putting pressure on the defense, keeping them on the field longer. Hey, this man is a smart coach. Christian Watson, 2 receptions, 67 yards, 33 yards a catch. He's our explosive player. And Jaden Reed doing what he does. 4 catches, 50 yards. Emmanuel Wilson out the backfield. 2 receptions, 35 yards and a big touchdown. Kraft had 24 yards. Dobbs only had 1 catch today for 18. All good, though. Then we got to get to the defense. We caused a fumble on Will Levis and 2 picks. Shout out to the defense. A half a sack for McDuffie. Oh, the much maligned Quay Walker with a half a sack. Devontae Wyatt, 2 sacks. Kingo Ingber, 1.5. Edgerrin Cooper, half a sack. Preston Smith, the 2 sacks. Lucas Van, everybody had a sack. Oh, we was on your helmet, Will. Damn, we was on your helmet. He was 26-34, 260, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, 92 quarterback rate. Hey, shut them down running the game. They couldn't run nothing. Nothing. Shout out to the defense. DeAndre Hopkins is a Hall of Famer. He gonna get some catches. 6 receptions, 73 yards and a touch. Tyler Spears, 54. Hey, they didn't really do too much. Dominant performance by the Packers defense. This is what I'm talking about. Like I said, the only thing I'm complaining about is penalties. Look, hey, Mr. Cool, look at that. Look at that, Mr. Cool. They had 2 penalties for 15 yards. We had 10 penalties for 75 yards. I'm just saying, Mr. Cool, we got to be better than that. We got to be better. That's ridiculous. That's all I'm saying. It ain't no excuses. It's discipline. They need to get that together. 10 is crazy. Fronte said Aaron Rodgers held himself back. He didn't want to run the ball. Hey, you know what, Fronte? You 100% valid. Because I can swear I can see uh Matt LaFleur calling and plays and run, and then my man an audible right to a pass. Shout out to Aaron Rodgers for not listening. This dude, yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. Robert Brooks said Rodgers definitely compromised Matt LaFleur coaching. Facts. Mr. Cool said, with our young team, we have no ego issues, just guys sacrificing and working hard. Facts. Durante, yeah. Hey, Jair, hey. That pick six was impressive. He had a rough game against A.J. Brown. Okay, you know what I'm saying? That's A.J. Brown. He give everybody work. And a lot of that, what A.J. Brown did was on that one catch for the 70 yards. Besides that, if you take that away, Jair had a good game to keep it real. Jeanette said Jaden Reed has insane speed. He touches the ball and just explodes, accelerate. Yeah, that's why I said he needs to get the ball as much as possible. If that's on wide receiver screens, if that's out the backfield draws, anything, he just needs the ball in his hand, and he's electrifying. I agree. But that's what I've been saying. We need to use him that like 49ers use Debo. Exactly the same. Shout out to him. Oh, let me put the link in the chat too. I'm tripping. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'm putting a link in the chat. My bad. Link in the chat for y'all that want to tap in. We get to the rest of this comment section while we doing this. Let me get back where I left off. The homie AB. AB was good. AB said Reed need to go back to week one numbers, man. Hey, our offense is built for it. You never know when it's gonna be your day. That's it. No one is guaranteed stats on the Packers on offense. Nobody. And nobody's gonna complain because they know what it is, and the bigger goal is trying to be accomplished. But I feel you. Oh, he said for my fantasy, you shouldn't pick no Packers receivers for fantasy, bro. It's too up and down. It's too hard. My man AB said salute. Dark Ken said shout out to the Packers GM for making the right call, letting Rodgers go to let Matt LaFleur flourish coaching these young guys. Facts. Durante said Christian Watson is a dog. I like that dude. I like all our receivers. Durante, Jay Reed, his speed and everything is crazy. Let me tap into Bleacher Report boss. Hold on, let me get Mr. Cool comment. Mr. Cool said it's nice to know that if any reason Love was injured later in the season, hopefully not, Willis can come in and we keep rolling. Facts. Oh yeah, okay. I feel when Love come back, the offense will be more wide open. So you'll be straight, AB. Salute to AB. Let me tap into Bleacher Report boss here. I see he got on his guard. You ain't wrong. Hold on, bro. Yeah. I got mine on too. Hey,
Let's go, man.
let's go. What's up,
Man,
bro? Let's talk
bro,
about it. You got the floor. Hey, Bleacher Report boss in the building.
man, that game had me crazy, man. It was just, it was like everything. Like, okay, the first quarter, it was like a little bit back and forth. They went down and scored the first
Yeah.
half. I kind of had a little mad, but then like after that, coach adjusted, and after that pick six, he just stared down. He stared down Hopkins, so it wasn't like Hopkins had the best day. He was staring. Will was staring at Hopkins, and he just picked six and then ran down the field for a touchdown for
Right.
Jair. But these 8 sacks, it was a coverage, pretty much mostly coverage sacks. Every time he tried to go back and pass or try to do anything,
Right. Cover set.
it,
I agree. And those
it was.
receivers aren't weak. DeAndre Hopkins and Calvin Ridley are good receivers.
I really didn't have really nothing. He had like one catch for like 5 yards,
Right.
maybe, and he really didn't have that much. But it was like overall, this defense was just showing up and showing out, and I was kind of, and I did, I'm gonna give myself a little flowers. Like the last time we talked about Levis. I was like, look, Will Levis is not good. I know he ain't good. I it's gonna show up. I told you. I told this whole chat. I knew Will Levis wasn't that good, and I just like all you gotta do is give some pressure. All you gotta do is get it on his chest, and he's gonna throw you a ball. And that's exactly what happened. Yes, he can run a little bit, but this is different between this is different between a team that know what we're doing with their quarterback and coaching him well, and then Packers having taken Wilson and just coach him right. They coached him right. He looking like
Right.
we was we don't need to play. He don't need to play. We was all like he don't need to play. I'm sitting there, I'm laughing like they're trying to force him to play. He don't need to play. It's
Right.
just nah. It's no. I don't think that's gonna be should be the case. But other than that, Packers defense was dominating. They was just it was over. It was like after halftime, I didn't believe that game was over because they just kept on. They
Yeah,
just did.
yeah. I think because we were up 20-7. It was a wrap. They're not gonna come from behind like that.
Yeah, it was just too much. Packers knew what they was doing. They was running the ball. They was doing different type of play sets. They wasn't doing traditional play sets. That's another thing that Matt LaFleur ain't getting credit for because they know, okay, we can't just be passing too
He's
much.
spitting.
So we're gonna just do these, side plays and all that. And then I like how the announcers, if you don't know, you heard it. The announcers are like, "Well, it's hot down here, so I don't understand these Wisconsinites probably can deal with this heat." I'm like, "Be quiet. We've been
Right.
doing this like, all summer long. We know how hot it is down there, and it's 9 degrees. Okay, whatever. You guys still play football. It don't matter." So it was like they was getting creamed. They was getting. I mean, I told you the Titans ain't that good. And then talk about how good they was. Defense is good. Whatever. I'm like,
Yeah,
nah.
their defense was good, and they were containing us for the most part, running the ball, but we were just consistent with sticking with the run.
Stick with the run and break them down. It was breaking them down pretty
Right.
much. Their defensive line's getting broke down. You keep them on
Yeah,
the
I mean,
field.
37 carries amongst all the running backs is impressive. And y'all see how he got off all them carries off of Josh Jacobs, like I told y'all that he shouldn't be carried. It was almost verbatim what I said. I said he shouldn't have the ball. He shouldn't have for that next week more than 15, 16 carries. Why should he when you got Wilson and all these other running backs?
Yeah, it was not worth doing that to him. But
Not 2 weeks in a row, so I appreciate that.
these linebackers did great. I mean, only thing I get mad about is sometimes they let those thirds and 13 go, but it was just a couple of times that
I don't
happened.
like Quay Walker in coverage.
I hate him in coverage. Oh my god, I was trying to break
And
him
he
up.
don't got no speed like I thought he should have. He kind of slow. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I don't like Quay Walker. I want him replaced. I don't know if that's reasonable or feasible, but I don't like Quay Walker. Carry on.
Hey, they're gonna have to use him until they find somebody to replace him. But it may be Cooper. But right now, Cooper ain't getting enough, plays right now for him to start. But McKinney is that dude, man. He
Yeah,
3 years first 3 games,
difference.
and
Man, if we had Darnell Savage still, it'd be a different. We might be like 0-3 with dude because dude couldn't cut.
he had one pick six that everybody talked about, but that's pretty much game over at that point. But
Right.
this right now, they have a team right now. Once Love comes back, which I believe probably gonna come back next week, this is gonna be a huge game versus the Minnesota Vikings, and it's gonna be crazy.
Right.
What's
What
up,
up,
Vontae?
Pronte?
What up?
What up? What up? What's good?
What
I want to hear your
up?
Packers, man. I mean, we've been talking all this about Bucks. I never heard you talk about the Packers yet. I
Man,
want
Oh,
to
that's
he
hear.
my
about he
team,
about to
man.
spit now. Look, he ready now.
That's
Look
my
at him.
team, man. That's my team. I go Packers all day.
Salute if y'all don't know Pronte. Be ashamed of yourself.
Man, he my team. I'm always rocking the Packers. Man, they look good. I mean, everything you said was accurate. Quay Walker in coverage is terrible. It's like he like a statue.
Bro,
Look,
it looked like
right
AJ Hawk back there. He looked like a black AJ Hawk.
like, dude, the dude is right there. He about to pass the ball. Quay Walker's still standing there. You said
It's like it's a delay. It's almost a delay. Like
it's
it's weird.
always late. It's a delay.
Yeah,
Like, dude, always standing next to the dude. He passing the ball. I was like, they just picking on Quay Walker. They looking for Quay Walker. So he ain't gonna move until he catch the ball. I'm
that's
like,
what's
dog.
crazy. He can't. He's pre-active. He can't get there before it happens or see it happening and then attack.
Yeah,
He's
you know,
reactive.
there's
You know
a
what I'm
thing
saying?
called awareness and play
Yeah, that's what
recognition.
it is. Awareness. Right there, you go.
Awareness is not that strong. That's all we gonna say. I mean, he fast, he
Right.
tall, he big, but his awareness is low. You
I
know,
agree.
you can see it because if you standing right next, who else is next to you? You should be waiting on him to pass the ball.
Right.
You know, but he never gets there. But maybe in the end of the year he'll figure it out. We'll give him some grace. We'll give him
Right.
some grace. I'm with you though.
What you think about these penalties though?
8 penalties.
They gotta clean them up before they
Before they play some good teams, you got to
yeah,
clean
they
up
gotta
the
clean it up
penalties.
because you know, I mean, think about it. They had to beat Philly without the penalties.
See,
The
look,
penalties really
hey,
the penalties really
Bleach Report ball. You see, the better team did not win that night. We gave that game away more than they beat us.
I mean,
We
we
gave
lost
that game away.
touchdowns. We lost a whole touchdown on a penalty.
And then
A
the
couple,
misfield, the
maybe
chip
two of them.
shot field goal too.
We
We
missed
beat
field goals.
ourselves that night. We
Like
beat
we
ourselves.
literally, it was a penalty after the next. We started our own drives. They wouldn't even stopping us. We stopped ourselves. We got penalties in that game, that first game. If we'd had a clean penalty game, we'd have probably blew them out.
But that's my example of why you can't play that game against good teams. Good teams
No, you
gonna
can't.
take advantage.
Because you
Tennessee
lose
is not a
momentum.
good team, so you can get 10 penalties against them and win the game. You can't play the Kansas City Chiefs getting 10 penalties and expecting to win. You can't do that.
Especially where the Packers play football. You know what I mean?
Right.
They run the ball. They need to be ahead of the chains. They got to keep moving forward.
That's a good point. That's a great point.
You know, when you go back 10 yards and you go back 5 yards, you take yourself out your own offense. You know, so they just got to clean that up. There's no
Especially with a
reason.
backup.
Especially with a backup.
Especially with a backup.
Now, I think Jordan Love probably need to play next game. But division games are always hard, especially against the Vikings. We know how the Vikings.
Right. That's a real rivalry.
That's usually a 1-1 for us. We win. Are we in Minnesota?
Green Bay.
Green Bay, so we might got a chance because Minnesota's always stuff in Minnesota.
Right, I agree.
And no matter how good the Vikings is, they always play the Packers good. But the Packers look good. I mean, they look like a really good team.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Right. I just said earlier, Pronte, they are a really good team. I'm just waiting to see if they're great. Like, if one thing is going to stand up, it's going to be defense or offense. The one to just step up like, hey, we're elite. But I think we're good across the board.
Like you said, they don't have a go-to receiver, which is good for them. They don't need one.
Right.
And the thing I was saying about Aaron Rodgers was he wouldn't got injured if you just played the offense. If he just ran the ball, if he just did play action passes, his receivers would have been wide open. You know, you didn't have to just pass to Devontae Adams all the time. You didn't have to do back shoulder throws.
Hey, Devontae having 150 catches in the season. Why you got 100?
You didn't even need to do that. You didn't even need to do that. Like, you could have spread the ball around, and then came playoffs when we'd have played San Francisco.
Right, they would have been ready
to go. And Aaron Rodgers was just feeding one person the whole year because he didn't trust his coaches. He think he is a coach. He became one of, we always see this with great quarterbacks. They take over. They don't listen to nobody. So, that ain't normal, but he's still a great player. But he's doing it to the Jets right now. They just don't know it. I saw he checking out.
He audible. You see him audibly?
He tried like 15 times in a row. I said, oh. Yep.
Yeah, he audible.
5 back shoulder throws in a row. Yep, that's Aaron Rodgers. That's his game. But he audible out of passes. He audible. I mean, remember Aaron Jones was getting mad at him.
All right.
I was running the ball good. Just give me the ball. He would not do it. He wanted to be the star at all times. Now the Packers don't need a star. They got star players.
Right.
Everybody playing within the offense, and now they dominant. They can be a dominant offense. And that's what I'm looking forward to seeing, that dominant offense. Because when you can run 200 and pass for 200,
Yeah, you
250.
that's serious. Yeah, that's serious.
That's hard for any defense because I'm gonna tell you, if you play football, the run game break you down.
Yeah, facts.
Like if you can't stop the run, you get demoralized because they're just beating on you.
Right, right. They're just pushing you around. They literally pushing you.
And eventually you just be like, you know what? And eventually you start giving out big runs and bigger runs, and you start cheating up on a run. Then that dude wide open deep, and that's what the Packers got, man. They got something good going.
And that's a fact because that's what happened. Look at the explosive plays. Three receivers had plays of 30+ yards.
Yeah, he don't go away from his game plan, man. That's what's good about LaFleur. He trusts the run game.
Right.
He don't care who in there. He don't even care if it's AJ Dillon. AJ Dillon can run into the back of his lineman 15 times.
He gonna keep running.
Keep running the ball just so he can set that play action pass up for that deep pass down the middle. And then here go Christian Watson. There go Romeo Dobbs and JD getting off in the pass game. I mean, it's good. It's entertaining football for me because you ain't just passing 50 times. You ain't just running 40 times.
Right.
You doing both. And Emmanuel Wilson, I agree with you. I saw that in preseason. Like, dude got some juice.
Right, Wilson, right.
He kind of remind me of Aaron Jones. They ain't the same runner.
Right, but he slick like that. He glides. If you watch him when he running, it's not hard. He kind of gliding and moving in and out of space. Like, it just he look real fluid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like Wilson.
Then he can break it for the touchdown. So he kind of set his blocks up good.
And he can catch.
And he can catch. So with Jacobs and Wilson, that's gonna be hard. That's gonna be tough.
That's a nice 1-2 punch, bro. That's a nice 1-2 punch.
What y'all think about Kraft replacing Musgrave?
What you think? I'm gonna let the Bleacher Report boss answer that. He's heavy on the tight end. Go ahead. What you say, Bleacher Report boss?
Well, the main reason why it happened is he can't block, and the one play you remember you see in the game, he tried to block one of the linebackers. He got destroyed, knocked down, and knocked the running back back. And that's one of the main reasons why he's not starting. Yeah, he came in a little bit because Kraft was hurt a little bit, but once Kraft was better, he got back in. So it's mostly if you cannot block on this team, they will not let you in the game.
Yeah, because even their receivers block. That's what's so good about the Packers. They receivers. Normally you don't see receivers blocking.
Right, or engaging, wanting to engage.
I mean, they take
the aggressors. Like the receivers be aggressive.
Yeah, the receivers take cornerbacks out. They take defensive linemen out. You don't see that in most offices. Most receivers don't want to touch nobody. So
they're back, and that's the one thing most impressive I've seen. Nobody's all just because they get a catch here, or then you don't hear no guys going upset because they get here. They just want to win, and that's why when I was there, like I said, when I was there in Green Bay a couple of weeks ago when it was preseason, all I was hearing was they wanted to win. They don't care about no stats. They don't care about nothing. They know it's all about winning, and they know that what the goal is. And I'm like, that's breath fresh air hearing that. Like, shoot, I was like, why the? I mean, the Bucks ain't hearing all that, or the Brewers, they finally got to win today. But I'm like, these teams got to learn what Packers is. The Packers wants to win no matter what. They don't care about no stats. They don't care about no endorsement deals. They don't care about nothing.
They don't care how they win. They just gonna win.
But you gotta like what the Packers are doing and how they built this, and they doing with all young players. I understand why the media is kind of behind them. You seen these young dudes putting in work, blowing out veteran teams like the Cowboys in the playoffs, a missed field goal away from going to the Super Bowl, and then coming back this season and showing even more growth, winning without your star quarterback, and the train keep moving, and he's playing well. So there's a system here now. That's what I do know. The Packers have a system for sure now. And they believe in it, and the players are bought into the system. If you never understood what it means to buy into a system, you're seeing it with the Packers, where a team is completely buying into the coach's system.
Offensive system.
Offensive system. Yep.
Okay. Defense, we gonna see. It looked good today. I'm worried about what Daniel be talking about though. Is the defensive lineman getting off their block sometimes. That worries me against good teams. You know what I mean? They got 8 sacks, so you can't really say nothing.
Yeah,
but sometimes they don't be going nowhere.
They were saucing against Philly.
Yeah, they was just on the line of scrimmage getting.
Yeah, they gonna just salsa dancing.
They just hold them like this. They just. I
was like, where's Kenny Clark and all
they
these
treated
cats
like little
at?
kids out there. They was like, y'all ain't going nowhere. Where you think you going?
We a real offensive line.
It's like, ain't never seen that before. So I do worry about that against good teams, like
Right.
Cisco maybe. But it's only a couple teams that's gonna matter against.
But
You know,
are we still San Francisco looking shaky?
they
They looking
always
right
they
now.
always
The Rams.
they
Man,
lost
yeah.
to the Rams.
Yeah.
Ah, dang.
I,
I
oh,
lost my bet. That's
oh,
why
what
I
you say?
lost, lost
We're
my
about to.
bet, man. A lot of people lost. I'm like, what? They lost to the Rams.
He's like, what?
Really beat New Orleans. I'm like, dang, man. I had fully up. New Orleans beating that. It's the Falcons winning.
It's 14
Hold on.
to 13, 14 to 13 right now. Falcons
Yeah.
winning
See,
right
that's
now.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, Falcons. Damn, yeah, that's crazy.
I didn't lost this week for sure.
I
But
already lost last week. You talking about picking games? I already
yeah,
lost last week.
yeah, I lost mine. I lost mine. I got them all
So,
wrong.
yeah.
The
All right.
only thing I got right was the Packers. The Packers
Yeah.
and the Bears losing. So,
And then the Lions won again, so hey, they 2-1 as well.
Lions did
Lions
win.
2-1.
Well, the Lions are a strong team. So a team like the Lions who got a good offensive line, we're gonna see what the defense can do.
I gotta see what our offense do against the Vikings defense. Vikings are just putting people on real clamps.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying. But I
geez.
feel like I believe Jordan Love needs to play for that game for us to win. That game right there,
Yeah.
Jordan Love needs to play because he
Yeah.
knows the offense. He has commanded the offense. He knows exactly what to do and when to do it.
Yeah, this could be a little bit out of Malik Willis' skill set. The way the Vikings are playing currently, that might be a little out of his skill set.
He know the Vikings. We know the Vikings. So I don't worry about the Packers and the Vikings because really they just like surprising teams right now. So teams didn't expect that from them, and they just playing.
Sam Darnold look like a Pro Bowl quarterback right now.
Exactly. Because the Packers know how to play against the Vikings. So I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about more, does our quarterback know how to offense good enough to beat the Vikings? That's it. It's gonna come down to our defense. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's gonna if our defense can do what they did today, and not make Sam Darnold look like an all-pro quarterback, we'll be fine.
Hey, speaking of that, look at my boy LaShawn. Just put in there. What up, LaShawn? He said impressed with the game plan and playing to. Hold on 1 second. Shout out to you, LaShawn. He said impressed with the game plan and playing to Malik Willis' strength with a lot of RPO and misdirection. That's what I'm talking about. Matt LaFleur scheming, bro. That dude is different, bro. Different. He different.
Yeah. He ain't just one of those coaches that you got to do it my way. He gonna take the player he's working with, and he gonna
adjust to you,
adjust to that skill set, and that's all he did. And it looked good. Malik Willis looked good. Jacobs looked good. Jordan Love looked good. Aaron Rodgers didn't give him a chance, and that was Aaron Rodgers' fault because he could have been still playing. He probably would have won a Super Bowl. So that's on Aaron Rodgers though. Now he gonna adjust.
Good point, Amtrax. He did throw 75 touchdowns in college. I understand. I understand.
Hell no, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. We ain't gonna believe that he was already good. No, we ain't doing that.
Go ahead, Bleacher Report.
He can beat out Will Levis. He can beat out Will Levis, and he trash. Will Levis. I knew we was gonna win because the quarterback was playing. What's his name? Will Levis.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I saw him play against the Bears. I said, who throws that pass?
That's what Bleacher Report boy said right away. He's like, we straight. That Will Levis is terrible.
Will Levis is terrible. I was like, man.
I said he was horrible, man. I already knew we had him at that point. I'm like, well,
I was surprised by the pick six. I'm like, he gonna throw one because that's what he do.
Y'all dirty, bro. I'm not about to do this with you.
He do an underhand interception, and one guy I'm looking like, dog, what are you doing? This ain't middle school football.
Right, you can't do that in a pro. Right, who do you think you are?
You think you Brett Favre? You think you bro? Sit down somewhere. You finna be out the league in a couple weeks.
No excuses for San Francisco and their injuries. They said the Brock Purdy was legit. He should be able to win with lesser players.
Who's injured? Who injured on San Francisco?
Everybody.
Is Debo injured, right?
Chris McCaffrey.
Let me see.
Hills hurt. It's like the whole offense is hurt.
I don't worry about San Francisco. None of them teams in the NFC West because they always have a slow start, kind of.
Yeah,
And then
true.
at the end of the year, they just make a run, especially like a team like San Francisco and the Rams in Seattle. They all just compete. They beat each other up. So
Mm.
they come. They got some strong teams. So at the end of the year, they got to make it out their division. You got Seattle, you got the Rams, you got the Cardinals. They all beat each other up. They be like 9-8, but it be
Yeah,
so.
true.
So right now, LA got one up on them. That's all that means. Seattle up. You still got to deal with Seattle. They gonna be
Yeah,
good.
true. And they
I mean,
beating team. Seattle was 2-1 or something like that.
are they 3-0?
Oh, let me see. Hold on.
They're 2-1.
Two
They
and
lost.
one. Okay. But still, that's what I'm saying. They're a legit team. You don't want to play them.
You don't want to play them now because you
Yeah,
ain't
you
gonna
don't
just.
want to. You don't want to
You're
play
not gonna just beat
Seattle.
them. You ain't just beat them. They
No,
got.
you don't play them in Seattle. You don't want to play Seattle in Seattle. That's like
Oh,
the
for
last.
Definitely.
sure. But they
No.
talented, bro. They got three good receivers, quarterback solid, running game, defense always solid. They're just a solid team. That's why you don't want to play them.
Yeah,
They
they
solid.
the AFC West has the weakest team in the AFC West is always the Cardinals. The
Right.
rest of them are always kind of solid. Like the
Right.
Rams, they kind of solid. We know that San Francisco beat the crap out of us every year, so
Right.
they always solid, at least against the Packers.
Right.
Seattle, we just hope. All we hoping for is that one of those teams knock off San Francisco.
Right. That would be helpful.
That
Though
we
I
can
do
beat
want
them.
it to be us because I know we can beat them. I know
Man,
we can do it.
look, we can beat them, but I'd
We
rather play.
almost beat them with
I'd
Joe
rather play
Barry.
LA
We
or
almost beat
Seattle.
them with Joe Barry.
I'd rather play. I'm not talking about just like it's like the Packers versus the Cowboys. We can have a better team and somehow find a way to lose to San Francisco. That's just one of those things. It's one of those things. San Francisco just got something on us. They come in and they
Like
play the
also you said like the Cowboys back in the day, we had Reggie White. We all used to have
Cowboys.
problems against the Cowboys.
Yeah, we used to always have problems with the Cowboys, and now we got problems against San Francisco. Just it don't even make sense. We be having
Right.
a better team sometimes, and they
Yeah.
come through and they just beat us. I mean, I remember in the playoffs we lost 10-7 or something, like at Green Bay. And
Yeah. That one hurt.
that one
Any
hurt.
San Francisco loss hurts.
They all hurt. So I don't like
Yeah.
playing San Francisco. So it's like, man, look, here we go. I bet you that's how the Cowboys fans feel like when they play us.
Yeah, they play us now. They like,
Like,
damn.
man, we got a great team, but we playing the Packers.
Packers. They be on our
Now we got to play the Packers. Anybody but the Packers.
right.
They come and see us when we see them in the
Right.
playoffs.
Yeah, if they
They
didn't play
dog us.
anybody else but us in the playoffs, they probably would have won.
They're the one.
They'd have
We know
won.
that.
You should have heard. You should have heard what they were saying when we didn't have we had Love, and then we came in their house. Like, oh, okay, they're no Aaron Rodgers. We have to worry about that. We got this.
Yeah.
They
was
got
crying.
I never.
That game was over by halftime. That's what made it
Oh,
crazy. That
yeah.
game was done at halftime.
Yeah,
It was a dead wrap. Like, damn. I was watching like, yo, we can really start playing the game now. Like, it ain't no way they coming back. Not with Dak Prescott.
No.
He don't got that in him. You know what I'm saying? He can
Nah.
get you numbers, but I am not afraid of a last second touchdown drive from Dak Prescott. That's the last thing I'm worried about.
I just want to see. I want to see how this team look in like 4 weeks because they got a
Agreed.
tough schedule. They got a tough schedule. I want to see.
That's why they need them early wins, though. That's what I was saying. They need these early wins because of the schedule.
Because I don't. And you know what? Football a little different than basketball. Some teams you think gonna be good be trash next year. So we gonna see how tough it is. But the Packers look like they got one of the better teams in the NFL. They just really put together good. So and that's all I'm gonna say. After watching all the other teams, the Packers look like they might have an offense or defense. They might be on all three phases. So they look like they got something. They just need to play more.
Yeah.
And clean up those penalties, get their blocks down.
And I hope our field goal kicker is solid too. I be worried about the field goal kicker a little bit, bro. Just a little bit. We got to be real about that. That's a concern.
We try not to
Sometimes
talk.
you need a big field goal kick. I'm seeing some of these cats kicking field goals from 60 yards, 50 yards, no problem. This man is struggling from 40. Anything after 40, I'm nervous, bro. Anything after 40 yards, I'm nervous.
The thing is, he got the leg
right.
It just to the right. Anytime you're on the right or left side, it goes way over there, way over there.
Yeah,
I'm
he can
like,
gauge
dang.
it better if it's right down the middle. He can kind of gauge it a
Yeah,
little better.
it's gonna be good, but if it's over there, it's gonna go there. You like he overkick it sometimes, but
Right.
yeah,
What you think?
yeah,
Go ahead, Daniel.
field goal kicker's a problem.
He we already got rid of 2 kickers already, and I watched them during the training camp. They was just doing terrible. So I knew after that last game, we gotta get rid of these kickers because they wasn't that good. And then they did, and they got this guy from Tennessee, but they say he can kick. He can kick. It's just the gauging right now. You got to deal with that, but they can't keep on firing these kickers all the time. I don't like. I really just want a good kicker, but it's. I mean, he missed one kick, but I mean, every time he misses a kick, it's like a blemish off his check. So I'm like, you don't have to stop kicks, man. It's gonna be off your check, man. Because man, hey, you cannot.
Hey
This gonna
man,
be a
them
close.
kicks matter, bro.
Them kicks do matter. They definitely
Matter in
matter.
this game. Them kicks matter. Them kicks matter. Man, look, ain't no hating on Dame, man. That ain't gonna be happening here. Ain't no hating on Dame. At least I'm not trying to call Malik Willis a superstar.
Come on, man.
I'm not calling Malik Willis a superstar based on his 75 touchdowns in college.
That would be way too far.
Yeah, we way too far. We ain't doing that. We ain't gonna do that. He a good backup, but that's all LaFleur. You better be honest.
Right.
That's LaFleur.
And Jaden Reed, Tony Green, you right. Jaden Reed is a big time playmaker. Like I said, he's our Debo, and we need to get the ball in his hands any way possible. He's electrifying.
Yeah, he is. They better be careful though. He ain't that big.
That's the only problem. Yeah, he can't be taking them hits.
Yeah, he can't be taking them hits. He can't be taking them.
No, I agree.
So they gotta be careful because you know how them running backs get popped. And we don't want to lose them like that. I don't want to lose them.
I agree. Especially when
he get laid out.
Now I'll tell you one thing. Now the defense adjusts a little bit when he in the game.
Yeah,
the defense does adjust when Jaden Reed is in the game. Pay attention. You'll see a slight little shift towards where he at. I guarantee you. Watch what I'm telling y'all. Because of his speed, he's done enough in these first 3 weeks to be on the radar. I'm gonna say that. He's on the defensive coordinator's radar.
Oh, no. Yeah, Jaden Reed's a stud, man. He's a star, man. I think I like the way they look. I mean, they use him in all facets. So even if he's in the backfield, you got to watch him. And that just get other people open. So that makes it even better because even when he ain't open, other people open.
Right. I guarantee you one game soon, one of these receivers is going to go off for 100-some yards and like 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
Once back.
When Love come back. Yep.
When Love come back. I mean, they was on pace on the Philly game.
Right. Hey, Love too is I know he can chomp it at the bit. Like, oh, y'all think Malik cold? Wait till I come back. I bet that's what he's thinking in his head. Wait till I come back.
That's what happened in the interview. There was an interview, and he was like, man, I can't wait to come. He was smiling. They thought that he was going to play. Like, yeah, I just can't wait to come back. Can't wait to come. He was chomping at the bit. Delay thought that he was going to play. Like, no, they just didn't play him. I'm like, we was all good. He don't need to play. We didn't need him for this game. We did not need him for
that's what I was saying. There's no need to rush him back against Will Levis.
Not when we playing Will Levis. Nobody. You don't even need a quarterback. You don't need a quarterback when Will Levis.
We could have ran a wildcat against Will Levis.
Will Levis gonna give you 7 at least. He'll give you at least 7 points.
He got a little Matt Schaub in him. He got some Matt Schaub in him.
He was getting hit hard. They was hitting him so many times. I'm like, oh man, he ain't gonna survive this game.
Yes, he got scared to throw. He got scared to throw the ball.
This is first year starting, right, for Will Levis. This is first year, right?
4 years.
Yeah. Okay.
But his first year. He played last year, right?
Yeah.
He was getting smacked. I'm like, man, they're trying to hug him. Like, you know those hug sacks. They just
the bear hug and just driving down on him. Yeah.
You know what happened? That coach told him, you better not do nothing stupid. And so he didn't throw the ball no more. He just had to take the sack. Like, man, you better not throw the ball. Don't throw that pass.
Yeah, don't try to make no play. You just take that whooping.
You take that whooping. That's what the coach told him.
You gonna take them shots.
He got tired of it. Like, man, don't try to throw that ball.
Right. Ibuprofen in the morning, you be straight.
He a big dude though. Dude big, so he can take it.
Yeah.
He a big
but
dude.
8 sacks, no matter who you going against, is impressive.
It's
hard to get 8 sacks.
8 sacks is good.
That was at 9. almost had 9 sacks. He had to, at that point, like, man, I'm tired of getting
Right, y'all ain't
record.
gonna get no double digits just against me. Getting y'all right. Ain't about to get double digits just on me. Like, hold on. I'm gonna
Yeah,
take
we
a knee. I'm down
had
by. I'm down without contact. I took a knee. I gave myself up. Say no, Sam.
all right, y'all got me. Y'all got me.
Right.
Y'all got me.
You don't even
Y'all
need
got
to
me.
jump on me. I
We good.
retreat.
We good.
I
I'm
retreat.
just gonna,
I
I'm just gonna
retreat.
go down. I'm tired of this.
Oh, eight. Do
And he was
y'all
about to
understand
bench
how
himself.
hard it is to get 8 sacks in a game as a team? It's hard to get that over 3 games, let alone in one game.
I know that's 8 sacks is crazy.
8 sacks is crazy.
That's crazy work right there. He was about to bench himself. I bet he wanted to sit on the bench. He like, man, just pull me, man. Come on,
Right.
man.
Why y'all letting them hit on me like that?
I
Me
mean, what we
wasn't
gonna
going back to the huddle, was looking at the offensive line. Like, word?
what
Y'all
we
just
gonna
gonna
do
let them
against
go
Sam
right
Darnold?
past y'all, huh?
Yeah. What we gonna do against Sam Darnold? I mean, is he
Better
that
let
good?
me know Sam Darnold's for real. If he carve us up, he for real.
I think my thing is he's been following the system. They're gonna try to throw a ball with him, but I think if once you get to him, you're gonna shut everything down. You gotta get to him.
This
But
Facts,
gonna,
Durante.
go ahead.
I said this gonna determine if our defensive
No,
coach,
yeah.
Is
because
legit.
just because Justin Jefferson will kill us.
Right, he could. He's
He could
legit.
because he did it before. So we know if you don't game plan to stop Justin Jefferson, you're gonna be in trouble. Because
Quickly.
Facts.
quickly, because he'll go for 200 on you. If that's what they
Facts.
doing out there, if that's
Facts.
what they doing, he'll go for 200 on you because he did it on us. He did it on Jair.
Yeah, he just caught a 97-yard touchdown the other day. Like, what are we talking? He has to be watched closely.
You gotta stop him. Your game plan has to be to stop him or not
Bracket.
let
They
him
need to
pass.
go ahead. 2 high safeties and bracket over Jefferson. Simple.
He had a 98-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
The
From Sam
And then,
Darnold.
from
and
Sam, the Vikings feeling good about themselves. They ready. You know the Vikings like to beat the Packers. The Vikings love playing the Packers.
Right. Hey, because we the kings of the division for
Yeah,
20,
so
30 years. We've been the
they
kings of the division.
I mean, we ain't scared of the Vikings, but they
Right.
love playing us. So we ain't scared of the Vikings.
it's gonna be different with Aaron Jones on the team. Going
And then
against.
I forgot this. Aaron Jones, yeah, they gonna be
He gonna go
motivated.
hard against us. I
They
know
gonna be
that.
motivated, yeah. They
He's
gonna be
definitely gonna be
motivated.
motivated. But Josh
He gonna,
Jacobs should be motivated too. Like, I'm gonna show y'all why. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sign me instead of him.
you know, it's different though. It's different though, cause you know, they
Of course.
trade.
Why would Joe Barry do that? Why would Joe Barry? Joe Barry's a moron.
Well, he better
Jair
be ready.
said Barry wouldn't let him follow Jefferson.
Well,
Jair he gonna earn his check this week.
Yeah,
he
absolutely.
gonna earn.
Because Jefferson's a beast.
He is.
Got
Top 5 receiver in NFL. Period.
Is the Minnesota Vikings defense that good?
It
I mean, it's
seems
early
like
in
it,
the season. It's hard to tell who got a good
but they
defense.
look legit.
They look legit. Who they got?
The
Man,
same players they had, but I think the scheme just different.
we
I
gotta
don't
look
think.
who they. We gotta look who they beat first. So
Yeah,
if
that's
we
what I'm saying. Who
I
they
know, Jeanette. I know. I was just up to Minnesota a couple weeks ago at they
they talking
state fair.
about-
Yeah, I was at they state fair. Yeah.
They ain't worse than the Bears fans though.
Oh no, not by far. Yeah, not by far. Bears fans
Bears,
and Eagles fans are like on par to me.
The Bears thought they was so happy when Jordan Love went down.
Right.
They thought they like look at the Packers all won they season over. We finna win. We got Caleb Williams. Look at Caleb Williams.
without
The Bears look like the same old Bears.
Right.
No offense.
Malik Willis got better numbers than Caleb Williams.
it's bad, man. Like talking all that stuff about the man. Look at Bear friend. Say something. Your organization is horrible running a team. You can't even pay for a stadium
The
in
scariest thing about going to the Bears is if you look at their history, when was the last time they had a good quarterback? You could say Jay Cutler, but besides Jay Cutler, when have they drafted or developed a good quarterback?
Look,
I
that's
would say
something
Jim McMahon.
that
Jim
is
McMahon.
something we have never seen. So I don't think we're gonna see it. They can drive a good quarterback, they turn them in the trash. That's the problem. That's the bear. That's the problem. He probably would if he
Look
wasn't
at
with the
Justin
Bears.
Fields.
It'd probably be
Justin
good.
Fields is over in Pittsburgh undefeated. Justin
Yeah,
Fields.
yeah. Justin Fields is undefeated in Pittsburgh. Well, he'd have been 0-3 with the Bears. The
And ain't
Bears
even
is
calling for his head. He go to a real organization. Now look,
now look, now look. The Bears are turning their quarterbacks into trash. They need to own that.
you
They
gotta
just like
teams gotta. It's not always. Excuse me. It's not always the player. Sometimes
no,
it's the organization. I
yeah.
think that's what's happening with Bryce Young. I don't think the organization knows how to develop a quarterback, and he's failing. What Andy Dalton did today was an anomaly. He'll never do that again. He's trash. But I just think that the organization is not. I mean, his number one receiver is Thielen. He's 34.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I mean the Bears try. They just don't know how to develop a quarterback. They can put receivers around them, but they're gonna be the same Bears. They're gonna live off of special teams and defense, luck plays, special teams and defense. They're gonna run the ball,
They need a
and their
Devin
quarterback.
Hester.
They're gonna a special teams touchdown here and there. You know what I
That's when
mean?
they was at
That's what
their
they've been
best
doing.
since the '85 Bears, when they had the special teams cracking with Devin
That's how they
Hester.
been. That's how they been since '85. They ain't never had a good quarterback. They just have defense and special teams.
Right.
For some reason, they can't get a good quarterback to save their life. They
No,
can.
at least for their team. That quarterback might be good somewhere else, just not for them.
I mean,
it's
even
just
when they get a good receiver, they turn them into trash. So it's
they're
like
fake.
they get a good, huh? You
They're
say,
these two organizations. They're impatient. They want to fire their head coaches so fast because they don't want to wait until success comes. That's the difference between them and the Packers. The Packers, they'll wait until whenever, like, we just don't really win. Like, we're in to win every year because we develop our players. But those organizations, the Bears, the Panthers, they can't even do it
Yeah, they
1 year.
they want microwave instead of crock pot. And
yeah.
that
Yeah.
don't always make the food taste good. You know what I'm saying? So I
The
think
thing
that's what
is, there's very few microwave quarterbacks. That's the problem.
CJ
Like
Stroud was the first one I done seen in a minute.
look at
Oh,
Sam Darnold.
million.
Look at Sam Darnold. He was
Yeah.
what year? In his 6th year, 5th year.
Right. Yeah, something like
Now
that.
he
Yeah.
just now being okay because he got with a system that know how to
The fi-
develop quarterbacks a little bit, and he got experience. I mean, just look at it. I mean, that's it's some teams, some organizations like the Jets, like the Carolina. They need a quarterback to come in and be great because they ain't gonna have no patience. The
yeah.
Washington Redskins, they gonna just throw them in there and then let them get beat up, let them lose their confidence,
Yeah, and that's
and
the problem. And that's what the Packers do well. They let you sit for at least a year or two so you can understand what quarterback play is. And that's what made Jordan Love. You got to sit and watch Aaron Rodgers, who got to
yeah,
sit and watch Brett Favre. So you pull from all of that.
yeah, you
You a
pull.
disciple from that.
You learning the game, you learning the
Right.
program, you practicing, you developing your skills, you becoming more mature, your body getting right, prepared to play. Aaron Rodgers when he first played, he looked like trash.
Right.
And then set came back 3rd year, was ready to go. Jordan Love, same thing. 3rd year was ready to go. You get to learn
Yep.
the game, you sit behind somebody, you get caught up with the speed because football in the
The
league
speed. Yeah.
is a lot faster. The windows are smaller. You got to make decisions better. You got to know what you're seeing. You got to be able to read a defense. In college, you don't need to read a defense.
Nope.
They only
That's
playing the
fair.
same. And if you got a good player, the talent's gonna win. Hands down.
Mm.
Talent gonna win out in college football all day. So you ain't got to worry about it. If you got a good receiver, you just gonna throw it to him. He's gonna be wide open. 90% of the time, he's gonna be wide open in college
But
because he's
that's why
gonna be.
so many of these quarterbacks are bust. And it's funny that you say that. I was watching some, you get stuff in your timeline, your algorithm on YouTube. It was something that came up from Tom Brady. He was like, college football now is doing these kids a disservice because they're not teaching them the game. They're just teaching them a playbook. He said they're not teaching them how to read defense, understand blocking schemes, none of the
Right.
nuances of the game. And he said, and then on top of that, you're expecting these players to be drafted in the first round and come in and be effective right away when they still are learning the game, like the nuances of the game. What we had to learn from high school to college, he's like, they're not teaching them that now. You're learning your playbook, and you got, like you said, you got the best players. You just gonna win.
It's
But you,
almost it's AAU. It's AAU football.
there you go. Okay, there you go. There you go.
AAU football. It's
That
like
makes
we're gonna
even
all
more
be
sense.
on the same team. We just gonna play. We're not gonna run plays because we all good. We just gonna do a simple set. You go deep, you go in, touchdown. You know what I mean? I'm fast, you fast, touchdown. That's how they play. So when you go to the league, everybody fast. Everybody good. That's when the nuances matter. You ain't more athletic than the cornerback. You ain't got that big of advantage to get. So you got to be able to run your routes. You got to be able to know how far you're supposed to run your routes. All that stuff determines whether you good or not. So they ain't ready for it, you know. And they don't. And when they are, you can tell. Like you said, C.J. Stroud ready.
Ready, bro.
He was ready.
He
You know,
was ready.
he was ready, but he was a student of the game.
That's the difference. That's the difference.
Williams, he might end up being ready, but he's too arrogant and cocky to understand what he didn't know.
Right.
You know,
Facts.
he don't know. He thought he was doing something because everybody been hyping him up. Oh, you the best thing we've seen since da 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 da. And then he got to the pros. It's like, no, you gotta read this defense. You know, no, that dude ain't gonna beat that dude just because he DJ Moore. That dude, that ain't how that works. So he ain't adjusted to it.
That's a good point, because in college, if you got what's with the receiver for Oregon, Tez Johnson, his speed like a 96 on the game. You can already predetermine out of the huddle, you go past to him, and it's a 9 times out of 10 he gonna be open just because his athletic ability versus the person he's playing. I don't have to think about it. I just know he gonna be open. You can't do that in the NFL.
You can't do that in the NFL because you're gonna be throwing a lot of interceptions.
And that's why a lot of the young quarterbacks do throw a lot of interceptions.
A lot of interceptions. Then you're gonna start getting sacked like Will Levis. You're gonna just start taking hits because then you're gonna start don't know intercept. Then you're gonna stop throwing the ball. And you're gonna be second guessing yourself. And then before you know it, you ain't outrunning that defensive lineman. I think Caleb Williams said, I can't fast. No, you're not faster than that defensive lineman.
Right. You think you are. You used to be in college. This ain't college.
This ain't college. You ain't got the best offensive line since the top 5 offensive linemen on your team. You ain't got that. That defensive player gonna come right.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I used to hate hearing, oh, Alabama could be a pro football team, blah blah blah. I'm like, no, they can't. You crazy? Can't. Like,
no.
That's a team I would never draft a quarterback from, is Alabama. Never. I would never draft the Alabama quarterback.
Never. You just said you like Bryce Young, Alabama quarterback.
That's my whole point. Yeah, Bryce Young. That's another one. Yeah.
Yeah,
and he was too little though. Bryce Young is like 5'8" or 5'9". Like,
yeah, he little.
He's little.
He's slim. He's little. He's little all the way.
Like, yeah, he looked like Jaden Reed out there at quarterback.
Yeah, didn't he? I'm like, dude, little small, slim dude playing quarterback. I'm like, I don't know how that works.
What up, Jeff Riley? What up?
Hey, but that Manning gonna be. We know Manning gonna be good.
What's his name? You know what? Do y'all know? Hey, does Arch Manning got a little sauce to him? Arch Manning seemed like he got a little sauce to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he's been in some elements. Arch Manning is a little different than his uncles. I'll say that. Arch Manning played the game a little different than his uncle.
Bryce Young's 5.
Yeah, see, that's little for.
But you know what? He know the game though. You know.
Oh, Arch, yeah.
Eli, his grandpa, they all know how to quarterback.
Right.
At a pro level. So they know how to read defenses. They know.
But Arch looked different out there, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. He looked more athletic than them. He got more flavor than them. He like enhanced. He like an enhanced version.
He gonna be an enhanced one of them.
Yeah, that's you get what I'm saying? I'm not overhyping him, but I'm watching the game and I'm watching what he's doing.
He's a more mobile Peyton Manning. And that's good. Hey, Manning, if you can read defense and can escape the pocket and can juke somebody, you're going to be dangerous because ain't no way. Because Peyton Manning didn't even have to move when he was dangerous.
Right. Eli didn't have to move, got 2 chips.
They got 2 chips. I mean, Peyton Manning just didn't kill you. He didn't even
The
move.
Manning boys got 4 chips. Damn, his pops got to be proud. That's crazy.
Then they got another one coming up too. I'm like,
Bro.
that's a quarterback factory right there. They just dropping them
Slanging
out. Quarterback. You gonna play quarterback, son? Like,
right out the womb. So, hey, he in training right out the womb. They clean him up. Hey, we put him in training right away. Give him football.
Thing is, they ain't got to go outside.
Right,
It's them.
right.
Hire nobody. They got that's them. Like, this is how you do it.
I know they played a scrub team, but 5 touchdowns was impressive.
Yeah. We're gonna see football. I don't think only thing I don't like about college football is it's too many blowouts. They be playing like, man, you like, dude.
Yeah, why you Alabama playing FAMU is beating them like 72 to nothing.
Bro, like this 60 to 30, 60 to 0 at halftime. You looking like what? Man.
You know what I was thinking about with the Packers? I really think our only weakness is kicking and penalties.
That's it.
That's what I'm saying. They look like a
kicking and penalties.
Kicking and penalties.
That's it.
If they can stop holding, number 63 can stop holding. Rasheed Walker can stop holding.
You call him out by name. I was trying not to do all that.
You can stop holding.
71st.
Shout out to No Christmas. No Christmas. Shout out to
you know that's who all the penalties on. It's the same person every time. Rasheed Walker. Number 63. Number 63.
Holding.
Hold it. And that's Rasheed Walker. I'm pretty sure he is.
The big runs, he's like, yeah, it's coming back. We get some big
runs. Run to the left. Rasheed Walker.
It's coming back.
Yeah, that dude.
But they need Amtrak want to say though. Amtrak said they call them more penalties this year. I just want to put that out there.
Why? I mean,
Amtrak, explain yourself.
I mean, they are not on the Packers though. The Packers are getting illegal shifts. Like, can y'all just line up right? Like, y'all ain't lining up. I mean, we got a penalty on a dude's lining up off sides.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's mental mistakes there. That's discipline.
I'm like, seriously? They got sacked too on that one. That was like, come on, man. We don't need to get no. Come on.
Right. Come on.
You lining up off sides, dog. You like you don't see everybody else on the line with you. You wave it.
That's the first thing you should check is where the football is when you before the ball is high.
Yeah, so that's the penalties the Packers are getting though.
Right.
I remember that first game, they all was moving at the same time. You like, you can't do that.
You can, yeah, they had 2 players.
Everybody
they running side by side. You 2 fools don't see both of y'all running to the same side together. What are you doing?
Like, that's a penalty. We knew that was a penalty.
Right. Neither one of them stopped. Was what was wild. And I know y'all feel each other right next to each other. Neither one of y'all stopped.
I mean, the Packers to me just didn't play preseason.
Right.
And that's why penalties are happening.
Yeah.
They got to get their preseason penalties out because they ain't
just
sharp.
Like with Aaron Rodgers, he have a slow first 4 weeks. Might throw a pick or 2, but then won't throw one for the rest of the year. Or maybe 2, 3 for the rest of the year.
Yeah. That's why the Jets going to be dangerous if their defense hold up. That's
and Rodgers is finding people out there. He's hitting cats now. And he talking crazy already. He's like, I'm feeling good.
I mean, but you know how Aaron Rodgers go. He gonna have a good. Spicy. He might have an MVP like season.
Right. He talking spicy.
But as soon as we're on his players.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
He talk too much.
That they're gonna yell him back though. It's like these players don't really know how the way we have to deal with them. So don't be surprised when a player gets Rodgers. He ain't gonna talk like he did in Green Bay, man. This ain't Green Bay, man.
You ain't gonna talk to me like that.
You ain't gonna talk to me like that, man. I can just see it coming.
He might have more power if he get to winning and he get to look like the best quarterback the Jets ever had. He gonna have more power than he had.
Yep.
He will have more power.
The fans is already with him. The fans is already with it.
To be the king of New York is something else. You know,
yeah, that's true. Yeah, they said to be the king of New York. Shout out to Christopher Walken. Right.
Man, they've been they've been begging and pleading for him to do something there though. It was like they Jets fans always wanted a QB. Like they had Brett Favre for like a hot minute, but then they just couldn't.
this is the second coming of that of the Brett
That's weird.
Favre.
That's weird though that they got Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. That's how thirsty they are for a quarterback.
That's how thirsty they are for a
quarterback
quarterback.
is a franchise changer for them.
A Super Bowl. They won a Super Bowl. They got a shot though.
They got a good team.
I don't think they're gonna win.
No, but we know how Aaron Rodgers goes. I think them getting to the playoffs is a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
For as long as they haven't been good.
Yeah, they got a shot though. I think you know how Aaron Rodgers get though. As soon as he play that team and receivers not doing what he want, going the right way,
he gonna start blacking.
All it takes to throw Aaron Rodgers off is for him to throw an interception. Because once he throw an interception, he never recovered that whole game. He just let it. He just get mad.
He'll bask in that happening. Like it's weird to him that would have happened. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. So as soon as he throw an interception, he can't recover. He just
his brain malfunction. Like,
he just get like, how did that happen? What,
right?
wrong? Then he be mad the whole game and never play the. It just be a terrible game from there on out.
Bro, he have a meltdown. He don't show it, but you can see it. Like, as he throw a pick, like, damn, I didn't even think I could do that anymore. Like, right. I didn't think I could do that anymore. Throw a pick. Damn, Rodgers.
What's gonna happen is, he 40, 41?
Right.
He gonna get hit. He don't get hit. It's the hits. They better keep him up.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's the hits. That's fair. That's fair. It's definitely gonna be interesting.
They got a good offensive line. I think that's what they did for him.
Yeah.
If he take them hits, he gonna be. That's
he ain't gonna make it. But I'm just excited. But hey, next week is gonna be serious. Next week is gonna be serious though.
Yeah.
Next week gonna be serious.
I never know if we're gonna beat the Vikings, no matter what.
Yeah. But I got faith. You know, I have more faith that Jordan Love play, but we gonna see.
But I want the Packers. I want to see the full Packer team now that it's week 3. They shook all the rust off. With Aaron, with Jordan Love, just ready to go. Because I think if they'd have played that first game against any team but the Eagles, they probably would have blew them out.
I agree.
Any team but the Eagles, they'd have blew them out.
That was a tough first game.
Because they looked super explosive.
Right.
Like they was getting deep passes, long runs.
Chunk plays, as they like to say. We was getting a lot of chunk plays.
I mean, look at this. They have 200 yards rushing. How many rushing yards they have with the Eagles? Like 150, 160. Had another 150 today. I mean, Jordan Love.
And we could clearly say after today, Saquon Barkley is definitely not washed.
No, he ain't. No, who says no?
That's what they were saying. That's why they say he was washed.
No, man, that boy. The worst thing. That's what I hated about the Eagles. That they got Saquon Barkley. He's
saving their season, bro. Because he's still that dude.
He's still that dude. Like, dude is dangerous. That's an elite running back.
They're still right. I agree with that.
That's an elite running back. He ain't washed at all.
You think so too, Daniel? That he still elite? Barkley.
I got him on my fantasy team, so of course he's not washed.
Say less. Say less. Say less.
He can run. He can pass. That's an elite running back. Like, there's not that many elite running backs. He definitely won.
So, no, I agree.
He was just running so fast. I'm like, when you around people, you got 3 people chasing you. You know he's still elite.
Yeah, true.
And you got that offensive line. That offensive line and the way they play football, it caters to the run. Like the only better team he could have went to was the Packers.
I agree. That'd have been the only team. Yeah,
because that's the way they play football.
I still that defense still a little suspect because we put.
Oh yeah, that defense is definitely suspect, and they lost Riddick. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we put it on.
That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know if the Packers. I don't know if the Philly defense is suspect or the Packers offense is probably that good. So it looked like the Packers offense might just be that good because the Saints was running through teams.
Right.
They was at home. They only scored 12 points.
Yeah, 12 points. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it wouldn't. I don't know. I think the Packers offense our defense just played bad that game. Yeah. But our offense is elite. I think we might.
It might be. Yeah. Maybe that's the one. The defense will be really good, but the offense will be elite. I could see that.
Because look what they're doing with Malik Willis.
Right.
Like still making it, still going. So now with Jordan
Still
Love,
putting up points.
like even in that first game, Jordan Love had like what, almost 300 yards passing,
Yeah.
and they almost had 200 yards running, and he still they left a lot on the field. I mean, it was so
Right.
many passes. He could have easily had
Facts.
like 3 touchdowns.
Facts.
They scored. I mean, they could have scored. They could have built 40 on him. That
Yeah,
looked like
260 yards passing. That's all he had on 2 touchdowns. He
who?
only gave a one. Jordan Love, the game against the Eagles. He had
How many?
200.
He had? 200 something yards passing, right?
Yeah, 260 yards passing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying. And they left like, I mean that's taking back the Jaden Reed touchdown. That was like
Right.
60 yards. That's taking back the Wicks who dropped like 3 passes for like 20 yards. That's what I'm saying. Like there was a lot on the field. He could have easily had 300 yards passing
I
with
agree
200
with that.
yards rushing, and they could have easily put up 40 points on him. And they, it was just more or less the Packers kept getting them penalties, and that's what if that becomes a theme is we kick ourselves in the face, that's gonna be a problem. Especially against good teams.
No,
But
I'm with you on that. I'm
if
gonna
our
let y'all
defense
get y'all last words before I jump out of here. I'm gonna go with you first, Pronte, and we're gonna end with Bleach Report boss. Go ahead, Pronte.
good game by the Pack, go. Hey, we might be in for a good season, y'all. That defense play like they play today, and they get better and better every week. They get better and better, more comfortable in their new system, and they replace Quay Walker a little bit. I don't know. I'm with you. I'm Quay Walker. Them linebackers look suspect in the middle, but if they shore that up, we might be in for a long season.
Agreed.
I think we're ready this year. Go Pack, go.
Well, there we go. What about you, Bleach Report boss?
roses are red, violets are blue. We love about the Packers win, but Bear fans, you still suck because that's you.
All right, bro. Go.
All right.
Let y'all go. Let's do it. All right, Pronte. All right, boss. Oh, a definite big win from the Packers. We have a few things to clean up, like I said, just the kicking and the penalties, and we right where we need to be. Oh, next week is gonna be a big game. If we can beat the Vikings, I know we cooking with some gas. So I hope y'all support the team, watch the game, come back here at the same time. Usually about 8:30 CST. We're gonna recap the game, talk about it. Hey, we're trying to make this the number one source for Bucks and Packers information and news and going live. So I appreciate all y'all support. Hold on. Let me tap you in real quick, Brandon. Then I'm gonna get up out of here. Let me tap you in real quick, Brandon. What up, Brandon? Go ahead, bro. What you think about today's game? Okay.
Hey,
Conference
we
champ.
not in. We not in. The defense showed up today. Defense show up and show out.
8 sacks.
8 sacks. Hey, I get up to 8 sacks. Man,
Two
hey,
interceptions and a forced fumble.
hey, I think we got pretty good defense.
Yeah.
We got at this. And Long is healthy. That's what I can say. If the Packers are healthy through this regular season and regular postseason, oh, we win.
Yeah, I agree. We cooking with some gas, bro. We got this. I'm very confident. Like I said, how we play against the Vikings and let me know where we really at.
We're gonna see. We're gonna find out for sure.
Yeah. So I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. I thought
I
Jair Alexander showed a lot getting that pick six. I like the way Malik Willis was using his legs when he needed to. The RPO, the play call and design and scheme by Matt LaFleur was impressive. Like I said, the only complaints I have is the penalties.
like we're gonna clean that up for sure. And I think McLemore deserves his flowers. And shout out to Willis deserves his flowers.
Yep, absolutely. Playing great. Playing
And
great.
I think McLemore should be in the running for Coach of the Year this year.
It's early, but yes, early right now, yes, he should be in the running. I agree.
And also, we the Bears, they still suck much. They missed. they missed. Because the Bears, I got no week we were going to play the Bears, but we own the Bears. There's nothing. But, like I said, we look hot. We had to get credit to do to them.
Right.
When we play against hot, we own them. Because they don't got the heart like the Packers do and the Bucks do. But this team, I want to see how we do against the Vikings next week.
Facts.
That's
There
all.
we go. Facts. Appreciate you tapping in, Brandon.
Take it one game at a time.
There we go. That's my man's battle cry right there. All right, Brad. Appreciate you tapping in, bro.
No problem, bro.
All right. My man Brandon King Carter in the building. Appreciate you tapping in. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm Amber. This is Amara's Logic. Green Bay Packers trades, rumors, and news live edition where we just got done discussing a great win by the Packers in Tennessee, 30-14. Dominant performance by the defense. 8 sacks, 2 interceptions, 1 fumble. Now we'll be truly tested to see where this Packer team really is next week against the Minnesota Vikings. Please tap in to the live after the game as we always do. And we're gonna go through the comments. Tap in if you want to express your opinion. This is a platform for the people, by the people. Salute to friends and family and Packer Nation. We got this, y'all. Comment, like, subscribe, share the electrifying content. Also, hit the like button if you haven't already, so you can give Packer Nation a true home, which should be here, y'all. So hit that like button. Appreciate y'all. Gone.